Grana Weepnity Bong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today on my channel we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Autobot Arc from the Kingdom line. So this is the brand new Titan from the Kingdom line. I have been hyped for this bad boy since the release, but I have gone back and forth and back and forth. Does it look good? Oh, is that the colour I want? Those blacks don't look black enough and they're a little bit grey. No, it's bright orange and all kinds of stuff. Now I finally get it in my hands. Now I finally get to see if it's worth it or not. First of all, massive shout out to my brother over at B&B Woodcraft who made this fantastic booth for me. I have had it for a while now, but with this review it's definitely coming into its own because it is big enough for me to have the whole Titan, the box, even two Titans in here. So big shout out to B&B Woodcraft on making this. If you need anything made by them, definitely go check them out. So as we always do on this channel, let's start off by checking out the box, and this artwork here is phenomenal. Beautiful, fantastic artwork here. We get the bot in its bot mode and a look at it in the alt mode, smashed smash bang into the side of the volcano. This looks absolutely incredible, and I am really happy with the way that one looks. At the top here we get more artwork. So we get the Autobot logo just there again. Those kind of chalk cave paintings. It's a shame they didn't do anything with this during Kingdom. You know, I thought this was going to become like a theme or a part of the show, but it didn't. Then we get some Beast Wars action. We get a little bit of Starscream action, and we get to see the Nemesis here as well. With Black Arachnia falling out of it. Then on the side on the back of it, we get to look at the bot itself. Definitely, the bot here is a lot more yellow than the bot that you actually get. The bot that we actually get is a little bit more orange tinged. So I am a little bit disappointed there. I do wish that Hasbro had gone with the yellow that we got here, that's more of a brighter yellow, but they made a change, and it is what it is. We get to see that we also get another bot with this called Teletran, or Mainframe, whichever one you want to call him, who changes in 20 steps and is all kind of panelly and all kinds of stuff. Then we get to see all of the little doohickeys that we get with this, 26 steps as well. The side of the box just tells you that it's a Titan class, and you just get a little bit of a better look at it smashed into the side, and some flying pterodactyls. Flip it around, and then you get the awesome Kingdom artwork here on the side with the Megatron and the Galvatron and the Unicron and all of the Crons and the Trons. And then at the bottom we get told stuff and things about safety, and don't eat your children because they have small parts. So all in all, the box is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely love it. You do get a little sparkly card with it, and it's the Optimus Prime one that I already have, with a dead Optimus Prime inside. Gutted. Wanted the Arc one, unfortunately. And we get some destructions. Worksheet format. Tells you how to transform Mainframe, Teletran, and tells you how to transform the Arc. Classic green and black colours for the Kingdom line. We also get a few other things, but I'll reveal those as we go through the bot and the alt mode whenever they come into play. So finally, I have this bad boy in the booth, and now we've checked the box. Now we can check the bot inside, and overall, aesthetically, it looks okay. It does look alright. I mean, the look of it looks fine. Big gaps here. Probably I am going to pick up those accessory add-ons to fill these gaps and just add in some different colours here. But I really like the grey add-ons that I've seen, but now I can see they only seem to come in yellow. They were the prototypes. I want the grey ones, so if anybody knows where to actually get the grey ones from, please leave me a little note down in the comments so I can follow that. But overall, I do actually quite like the look of it. I just don't really think that the colour does it for me. It's unfortunately a lot more orange than I was expecting, and this kind of burnt out battle damage is that washed out silver that I really wasn't looking forward to from a video that I posted not so long ago. I said I really hope that it's not as kind of washed out silver. It is just a bit of washed out silver, so not as hot on that as I was, but I love the molded detailing. Very, very nice. These windows are nowhere near as tinted, unfortunately, as they were on the original. The original was much more tinted, just had proper blacked out windows, and they look fantastic. There's no paint on here, unfortunately. Some black detailing on this, or any detail at all from a colour perspective. Could have just really made this back piece here just pop, but unfortunately, no, we don't get that. We get them black, some grey, plastic here. These gun turrets don't swivel, and they've just got big gaps underneath them. They don't really do anything. They just kind of sit there. There are some underneath and at the top, so yeah, I guess that's okay. And then at the back here, we do get some nice engines. The engines actually are some of my favourite piece on this, because these really do have lots of different colours of blue and just look like they're alive. There's a lot of paint and detailing gone into this, and I love that. I think that's very, very nice. This is kind of hollow, but hey, I'm sure someone will create a filler piece to just slot into the back of this. Overall, it looks okay. It's not what we were promised, the look of it. Now we'll take a look, or check a look, at how well this thing holds together. Now I've seen a few people saying, I'm gonna hang it, I want to hang it from my roof, I want to good luck. Good luck hanging this from your roof, because this section here holds together fairly well, although there are two elements under here that love to just pop off. This back piece here is heavy as all hell, and these tabs here just don't tab in correctly as much as I would like. So this back section here, you can already see the kind of separation that we can get quite easily. This piece just feels like it doesn't quite go down to where you want it to go to. The tabs are really quite stiff in parts of this, so you can get it down there, but it won't stay there for long. There we go, it's just popped off again. So yeah, it doesn't hold together quite as well as I would like. This is the main challenge that I have, certainly, with holding it together, but it'll hold itself together. It looks okay, but hanging it from the roof, like I say, good luck with that. I don't think that's going to be a possibility. We do have here at the back, let's come down again. We do have at the back, which is pretty cool, a little ramp for people to go down on, if it holds together correctly. The ramp itself is fairly nice. So the ramp itself is pretty cool, and there's a reason that we have a ramp, and the reason that we have a ramp is because we get this teeny tiny little prime. If I can kind of get him, yeah, very teeny tiny. Don't even know what the right way around for him is. Oh, there we go, there we go. There's a little bit of molded detail on him. But that's what we get with a little yellow base, and apparently that is the correct scale. I'm not sure if it is the correct scale. If you look at the box, he's holding Megatron in his hand, and Megatron looks a lot bigger than that. So, I don't know, but that's apparently the correct scale. But yeah, nice to have. He'll live in the box. Other features that it has, as you can see, it does have massive landing skis that go up and down as you want, which is great. And you just pull them out, and then you've got 3 of them there, which is cool. Wish it had some lights in each one of these, but round the back, again, this does have some incredible blast effects that come with this, that really add to the back section here. I mean, that's a tremendous looking blue. Unfortunately, mine came pretty bent, but that's a very nice looking blue. But they only give you 2 of them for 4 jets. So let's dip into the J Bavlin section here. So these 2 came from my J Bavlin Soundwave. I've just put the review of that one up, and I think they look pretty cool on there. So 2 of the J Bavlin ones and 2 of the blue ones together. That looks pretty funky, right? So comparison up next, and here we have him next to Scorponok, and we can see how big he is versus the Earthrise Titan that we got, and he is smaller. You know, if you look at the main body of Scorponok without the claws and stuff, yeah, he's about the same size as that, which I think is okay. I think that's all right. I like him at that size. I think he's good enough. Okay, so transformation time on this bad boy. This should be fun with something this big. So what we do first of all is there's a little tab here. Open up the tab and pop this section inside. Now that we have that section inside, we can untab the front here, and we can flip the whole dude over, and then put down that, and put down that. While we have everything here, we'll just roll this over as well, and then we can tab that into the back. At this point, we might as well just stand him up. Now with him like this is where you're going to work on these 2 sections here. Now for these 2 sections, when mine came, I don't know what the problem was, but what you have to do is you have to lift this up, untab this section here and lift it so it's like this. Now I had a massive problem with mine when it first came. I don't know what the issue was, but it wouldn't do this. Basically, there was something catching somewhere, and all that kept happening was this kept flying off. So you have to untab that and flip it out, and then do the same on this side, and just angle them out slightly like that. So you've got some clearance then to be able to move everything around at the front and bring everything through. So this is where everything kind of catches a little bit, so if it's catching, just make sure you're maneuvering those bits out. There we go. And then bring it up. So you can open up the whole chest. Take this section out now. We'll deal with this later. Then these bits, they just fold in on themselves and fold inwards, and then fold this section in here. This section will fold again in on itself and come in, because this will kind of form the main section here when you eventually close this bit down again. So yeah, just make sure everything's in there nice, clean and tidy. Then we're going to swing the arms out, so we'll lift him up. Now you're going to swing these arms out to the front and then out to the sides, and then you'll feel like you're going to break the thing. You're not going to. Just tab it in and tab it in. One thing I will say is these tabs right here are very stiff. Like, I had to really check on the instructions to make sure that they were correct. And then you're going to rotate. Really nice. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Really nice sounding joints there. Then unfurl the arms. So the arms are just going to ratchet out like so. And then you've got it out, and then the same with this section here. Just bring it out, and then this bit will fall down. So then this will just tab in. Underneath here, you've got a little tab there that's going to just go into the groove. So just make sure that you can get it in. Oh, yeah. There we go. Then, yeah, kind of goes on at a weird kind of angle, but just make sure you've got it all tabbed in. Yeah, that's secure and tabbed in. Now for the legs, what we do with these is just separate them quite simply like that. Then pick him up, spin him around. So you're going to do a full 360. There we go. Bit of a breakdancing move there. Full 360 like that. And then the leg comes in and the leg comes in. Then come down. Coming round to the feet. So these feet here, flip it out. Flip it out. Got all of his toes out then. Finishing touches then, we're going to come over to the hands and just get them out. Turn them around. The hands articulate as well, which is a nice touch. And then you can bring that down on its super strong ratchet. Hand out. Turn around. Very, very, very strong ratchets on this. I think certainly where with Scorponok, I was saying he needs stronger ratchets. This dude has super strong ratchets. It's just some of the tabs that are a little bit left to be desired, shall we say. But all in all, pretty good. So here we have the Ark in all of its transformed glory. And it does look pretty good in this mode, and certainly holds together slightly better than the alt mode, I have to say. Ratchet wise, absolutely fantastic. If you watched my review on Scorponok, one of the things I really didn't like about that was the ratchets. This has some beastly ratchets. The head sculpt on this dude is really cool. A lot of people saying that it reminds them of the last Autobot. If we bring him in for a closer look on that head is pretty cool. That's a very, very, very nice looking head. Yellow elements here. Nice silver faceplate here as well. This is that bot that I definitely wish had glowing eyes, because that would have looked very, 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 very cool. The mainframe here, not the mainframe, sorry, the main piece of the Ark here just stays the same with these blue little flourishes as we go through it. Two Autobot symbols reveal themselves on his shoulder pads, those that look incredible. I really like all the molded detailing as we go through. The legs are a little spindly, but they'll do, and I'm really glad that kind of the main focus point of the legs are these awesome blue engines. The blue engine's kind of hidden, obviously, on the back when it's in alt mode, but when it's in bot mode, they're on full display and look absolutely killer. He gets these little tootsies that kind of come out as well. As little tootsies have some molded detailing on them as well. The guns, this is where I wish the gun turrets turned, but they don't. So they're always facing backwards. Obviously, you'd want them facing forwards. His hands have some nice molded detailing on them. Very, very cool. And the inner workings actually have really nice kind of molded detailing in and around the ratchets. Filler pieces here for the arms as well that have molded detailing on it. So they've actually done a lot to hide some of the gaps. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, he's really gappy. And he is. But I think it goes into the design. I mean, there's no real massive gaps that don't look like they should almost be there, if I'm being 100% fair. The gaps on this do kind of fit in with the design of the bot. That's something I would definitely say. These kneecaps, by the way, are removable if you want to change the look there. They come separate with the piece when you get it. So you can make him have looks like he has slightly longer legs, but I really like the look with the kneecaps. Alright, so now let's check a look at this dude's articulation. I mean, he looks phenomenal in this mode. I really like it. I don't know which mode I'm going to display him in. I've probably got more room for this, but I do also kind of like the alt mode. I don't know, but let's take a look at the articulation anyway. The head's on a full, not a full 360. Oh yeah, go on, yeah, that chin just about scrapes past. So you're on a full 360 there with the head. No up and down action, unfortunately. And it kind of looks a little bit odd because it's kind of like sort of floating head and shoulders on here, but he has some nice posability there. Full 360 on these. Wow. Listen to that. I would shout over the noise of that. Mrs. is going to think I've got a chainsaw or something going on up here because that is very loud. All the way up and all the way down. Very, very cool. And then you'll get a full 360 here at the elbow, and then the elbow also ratchets up to just past the 90-degree angle, and then all the way back down to straightness. You'll get a full 360 here on a very, very noisy ratchet on the hand, and then you'll also get some hand articulation, which is nice and good, so we can grip a bot or two. So who have I got lying around at the moment? I guess he could grip a sound wave here. So can he hold a sound wave? Yeah, he can definitely hold sound wave, accountable for all of his actions. That looks pretty damn good. So now moving on to the waist, and we know we can get a full 360. Listen to that. We know we can get a full 360 because it's in the transformation. So yeah, you'll get a full 360 here at the waist. Look at that rotation there, absolutely fantastic. The legs on an equally solid ratchet, so we'll go all the way to the back. Ooh. All the way to the front and hold the weight, and out to the side, and then you'll get a full-on overextension on the knee bend. Look at that! The dude can also almost kind of do a pirouette. Maybe we can get into do a kind of pirouette type action. I'm not sure if he could balance that. Yeah, so he can kind of balance doing all the pirouette type actions. And then, so next question, can he ninja kick? Oh yeah, this Titan can ninja kick, so that's pretty good. And then ultimately he has a very, very small amount of toe articulation. Foot articulation and toe articulation is pretty good because of the transformation. So all in all, the dude is like super posable. Certainly more posable, I would say, than Scorponok. Alright, so now remember this section? Remember this that I kind of took out before? Well, this is Mainframe. Mainframe or Teletran, whichever one you want to call it. This kind of looks like the bridge in this section here. When it's just planted in the middle, you can lift up the top and it looks a little bit like the bridge. And then what we'll do now is we'll transform it into Teletran, and then we'll transform it into Mainframe the bot. I should also add at this section that you will also find, if you just lift up this tab, you'll find those mystical, magical golden discs that were used in Kingdom and also in Beast Wars. So if we just prize those out, we'll see one side is a record and the other side has some hieroglyphic type affairs on them. They look pretty cool. And then the other one has some other hieroglyphics and all kinds of good things going on. And then on the other side, looks like a record that says Sounds of the Earth on both of them. So both of them say Sounds of the Earth. Different glyphs. Kind of nice. So transformation time to transform it into Teletran. Take up this section and then maneuver this section. The gold discs will probably fall out because they are literally hanging in there, so probably best to just take them out for this section. Then you'll see you'll already opened up Teletran. I guess you could leave it there, but that's not the way that it's supposed to go. But we'll open up Teletran even more now, because the next sections, what we do is we come around the back here and we just untap this section and bring the arm up, untap this section and bring the arm up like this. This section is actually going to come forwards because these are going to connect into the knees. So we'll bring out this section here and then fold it out. So what we're going to do is unfold this and then do the same on this section. So just unfold it out like that, and you can see you kind of get in the floor here, and then you can just rotate the foot out and rotate that foot out, so you've got that kind of squared off look. And then just rotate the hips and kind of just sit him down on it. Just tell him to sit down, chill out, become a computer. That's all we're gonna do here. And then this section inside, round the back, this will flip up. Don't overextend it because it will pop off rather easily. And this section here, just pop this up as well. And this will all kind of just tab together fairly neatly, I guess, once you get everything in just the right position. And then the same with this section here, just the right position. You can start to see Teletran transforming, and then we will bring out this section up here. Just rotate this section round, but bring it up. Okay, so you can see that it's usually like this, section up, rotate him around, and then you'll see that it'll just bring it in. There we go, and then tab this in here. These tabs are okay, but you really do have to get everything fairly well lined up to be able to make sure that the tab will tab in. There we go, and then everything will just kind of hang together. And then same on this side, rotate it out, tab it in, and then the same here, just tab this section in, and then yeah, you've got yourself a Teletran. This Teletran is pretty nice. It's one of my favourite parts, actually, of the entire thing. I think it's really cool. I'll definitely have this displayed like this. I couldn't give a damn about the bot Mainframe. I don't care about him. I like this. I want to put some of my Earthrise figures next to this, and I'm checking a little look at what's going on Teletran. We can see the detail in here. This is nice. This isn't stickered. This is like proper printed on there. Absolutely fantastic. Great to see that we've moved away from stickers on these. When I did the J Bavlin Soundwave today as well on the review for that was full of stickers, unfortunately. These aren't stickers, so that's fantastic. And you can just see there's been a lot of care and detail put into this. Around the back, you can see there's like storage, and you'll also, maybe some of the keener among you have already spotted this little doohickey here that'll just come out, and then we get Sky Spy. Sky Spy looking pretty cool. Repair, repair, repair. So one side is trash, the other side looks pretty good, and he can just sit on top of Teletran just like that. I think that's pretty cool. And just for scale purposes here, if I bring out Prime, he's a little too big, I have to say. I don't think Prime should be that big, but Wheeljack looks pretty good. I think Wheeljack looks okay next to Teletran here. I do think that Prime is a little bit too big to play with Teletran. Alright, so transformation time. We're going to transform him from Teletran into a robot mode. So we'll just untap the arms here, rotate them back. And then the same with these tabs here. So we can tab everything around, unfurl the hands while you're here, and then unfurl the other hand as well. Got those all off. Then we'll just open up like this, and then fold down these inner sections again back down to where they were. We can then close down this backpack back to the way that it was, and then unfold that and bring it down. Oops, sorry. Rotate the hips around, because he needs to have his hips the other way around to align with the front of the body. Unpeg this, bring the feet round, and then you can close off these legs back the way that they were. There we go. Yeah, that's the one. And then rotate the foot, bring it round and fold it back on itself, and then bring the head up, fold the head round, and then yeah, down that goes, and then there is your... So Mainframe as a bot is okay. There's a lot of panels, obviously, that kind of just get in the way. His like cape of panels here, and he's hollow as hell at the back. You know, he doesn't look bad, actually. I like the kind of colour scheme on him, the yellows, the oranges. Something about this yellow, though, this yellowy orange, just looks odd from certain places, similar to what they did with Sunstreaker. He does have really nice looking light piping here as well. I like a bit of a visor, and the fact that he doesn't have a mouth, that's pretty good. Nice looking Autobot symbol there on the front. He does get some waist swivel and stuff from an articulation point of view, but not too much. Head's on a full 360, a little bit of up and down. The arms will go to the top, to the back, to the out and down, but everything kind of gets in the way. He'll do a full 360 here, and then his legs will go all the way to the front, all the way to the side, and then there's no chance of doing anything to the back because he has that horrible piece here at the back. You will get some foot articulation out of it here, but let's be fair, who's displaying him like this? No one. He's quite good at balancing. He's got some big old feet. Get a good old ninja kick out of him, but yeah, he's not fantastic, is he? Let's be fair. He's nothing special. He's certainly not what you got the bot for. For the comparison then, let's bring back out Wheeljack, and he's slightly bigger than Wheeljack and slightly smaller than Prime. So he kind of sits in between there from a size comparison. And then if we also bring out Scorponok's head, we'll see that he's a lot bigger than the figure we got with Scorponok, so he's much bigger than Zarak. Final comparison for Mainframe then, and we can see how big he is versus the Ark. He's not even up to the Ark's knee, which just speaks to how big the Ark is. Final size comparison then for these two, and this is probably the most difficult to do. Both Titans in the booth, we see that he is a little bit smaller than Scorponok. Just a teeny bit. So final thoughts on this dude then, and would I recommend picking him up? It's a mixed bag from a colour point of view. I think the alt mode doesn't quite hold together as I'd want, but the bot mode here more than makes up for it. Colour wise, he's really not what I wanted. Really not, but is he a good bot? Yeah, if you like the colour and you can live with this silver being a bit wishy-washy and not having what we were promised on certain elements of it, he's a fantastic bot. Hopefully your tabs will be better than mine in the alt mode, but overall I'm happy, and I guess I would definitely recommend this one. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. Are you super excited still to pick this one up, or now that the colour's not quite what it was, have you totally gone off this? For me, I've waited an eternity for an Ark. I now have an Ark, and it's alright. It's alright. That's it from me then. I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!